In 2024, Italy stands at a pivotal moment, with annual GDP growth lingering at just 0.7% and its share of global GDP adjusted for purchasing power parity slipping to 1.85%. Italy's economic foundation is being tested like never before. Once hailed as the third largest economy in the EU and a trailblazer in luxury goods, agriculture, and industrial prowess, Italy now faces mounting challenges threatening its place on the global stage. Did you know Italy has one of the highest public debt to GDP ratios in the world, surpassing 144%, or that its aging population is shrinking the workforce at an alarming rate? Add to this the weight of inflation, soaring energy costs, and industrial struggles, and an economy is fighting for its future. So, what's really holding Italy back? And most importantly, can the nation address these critical issues to reclaim its standing as a global economic powerhouse? Keep watching as we explore these 5 challenges, their global implications, and Italy's potential solutions. Public debt, a burden too heavy. First, let's tackle Italy's most pressing issue, public debt. Italy's debt to GDP ratio sits at a staggering 144%, among the highest in the world. This isn't just a statistic, it's a heavy anchor dragging down Italy's growth. Did you know that every 1% increase in global interest rates adds billions to Italy's repayment costs? Italy is in a tricky position because it doesn't have the option to borrow as easily as other countries. Reducing debt through austerity risks stifling growth, while increasing borrowing exacerbates the problem. For context, Italy spends more on servicing its debt than it does on education or innovation. Imagine what could be achieved if even a fraction of this money was redirected toward modernizing industries or fostering startups. Italy's reliance on borrowing stems from decades of economic mismanagement and a lack of structural reforms. But there's hope. EU funding programs and the Green Deal provide opportunities to redirect resources towards sustainable projects. The question is, will Italy's policymakers seize this opportunity, or will debt continue to weigh down its ambitions? Drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you think Italy can strike a balance between managing debt and fostering growth? GDP growth, the slow lane of Europe. Next up, Italy's GDP growth, which has been crawling at 0.7%. Compare that to the EU average of 1.8%, and you'll see the gap. But why is Italy lagging? The answer lies in systemic inefficiencies, including excessive bureaucracy, rigid labor laws, and a lack of investment in innovation. Italy's economy relies heavily on traditional sectors like agriculture and luxury goods, but these industries alone can't carry the nation's weight. For example, while Italy's wine exports thrive, the tech sector struggles to make a mark internationally. Did you know Italy ranks near the bottom among EU countries for digital transformation? This digital lag has real consequences. Productivity in Italy is lower than in France or Germany, and global competitiveness is slipping. But there's a silver lining. Italy's robust entrepreneurial spirit and its small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, are ripe for a technological boost. With the right policies, these businesses could become growth drivers. Inflation and energy dependency. Italy is no stranger to inflation, but today's levels are alarming. At 5%, inflation is higher than the EU average and impacts every sector of the economy. For everyday Italians, this means higher grocery prices, utilities, and transportation. For businesses, it means tighter margins and reduced investments. Energy dependency is a big piece of this puzzle. Did you know that Italy imports over 70% of its energy needs? This reliance on foreign energy sources, especially during geopolitical tensions, leaves Italy vulnerable to price spikes. For instance, during the recent energy crisis, Italian households faced some of the highest electricity bills in Europe. The government has started investing in renewable energy, but progress is slow, with the coastline offering immense wind and solar power potential. Why hasn't Italy capitalized on this sooner? Imagine if Italy became a leader in clean energy. It could slash costs, boost employment, and reduce dependency on volatile markets. Do you think renewable energy is the key to stabilizing Italy's economy? Or should the nation focus on diversifying its energy imports? Share your perspective in the comments. Demographics, an aging workforce. One of Italy's most daunting challenges is its aging population. By 2050, projections suggest the working age population will shrink by nearly 10%. Did you know that that Italy has one of the lowest birth rates in the EU. Combine that with a rising elderly population and have a recipe for economic strain. Fewer workers mean lower productivity, fewer pension contributions, and higher healthcare costs. For example, regions in southern Italy are already experiencing a talent drain as younger workers move abroad for better opportunities. Immigration could be a solution, but restrictive policies and social resistance complicate matters. At the same time, automation and AI offer promising alternatives but require significant upfront investment. If Italy doesn't address this demographic challenge, its labor shortages could worsen, jeopardizing industries like manufacturing and agriculture. So, here's a question for you. Should Italy relax immigration policies or double down on automation to fill the gaps? Let's hear your ideas. Industrial decline, losing its competitive edge. Once Europe's industrial powerhouse, Italy's manufacturing sector has seen a significant decline. Did you know industrial output has dropped by over 15% in the past decade? This decline has hit small and medium enterprises the hardest, particularly in traditional sectors like textiles and automotive. Italy's automakers, for instance, are struggling to keep up with the electric vehicle revolution, while Germany and France are surging ahead. The global shift toward green manufacturing is leaving Italy behind, and without significant investment, this trend could continue. Supply chain disruptions and rising energy costs are compounding these problems. But the real issue is a lack of modernization. Many businesses still operate with outdated technology and practices, making them less competitive globally. The solution: Italy needs bold reforms to foster innovation, attract foreign investment, and modernize its industries. What industries do you think should be the government's top priority for reinvestment? Let's brainstorm in the comments. Italy's economy is at a defining moment. Its challenges, public debt, slow GDP growth, inflation, an aging population, and declining industrial output are formidable. Yet history has shown that Italy possesses the resilience, creativity, and innovation to bounce back from even the toughest of times. This is not just a story about statistics. Italy has the potential to transform its challenges into opportunities and secure its place as a global economic powerhouse. If this video opened your eyes to Italy's current economic struggles and opportunities, don't leave without taking action. Hit the like button to support content like this, share the video with friends who might find it insightful, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the forces shaping economies worldwide. Your engagement helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Together, let's keep uncovering the stories that matter. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.